My name is Forum. I live in California and I recently attended Paramashivoham 3, the first amazing, powerful batch that Swamiji took, and he offered this program. During this program, the most highlight, most enjoyable was one of this initiation and darshan of him coming as Guru Shukracharya. Through this darshan and initiation, Swamiji had asked each and every participant in the program to put all their wishes, anything and everything, without any restrictions. Just pour their wishes and desires to Swamiji. And Swamiji blessed everyone, promised that he will make sure everyone receives the blessings and then they will experience the Shukracharya dimension of the Guru in their lives. For me, actually, when he announced that today he is going to manifest as Shukracharya, I couldn't stop crying profusely for more than half an hour. Because for me, it was not the first time. He has given me, took care of me, my kids, from the first moment he happened in my life. He has listened to me, attended me. Till this moment, he has been protecting, giving, taking care of every little and big thing constantly in an unimaginable way. And he is our life pillar, everything. So for me, it was overflowing gratitude that today you are announcing yourself to all these participants, but you gave me this dimension and love from day one till now. And for me, it was like, what more I could ask? You have given me beyond anything, beyond my imagination. So many life experiences where I saw that my neck would have just been cut off, where I would have just ended in such bad situation, in such deep valley that I could never come out. I could not survive anymore. But you are the one who protected me when I did not even know you existed. Even from those times onwards, you have been protecting, watching over me till I realized and you came in physical form in front of me. So that itself was extremely enduring, intimate darshan of him as Guru Shukracharya. And it took a while for me to even put down my desires to him, because for me at that point there was nothing left. Of course, I keep asking him for little things and even big things every day, throughout the day. But in that particular initiation, I was just in awe, just taking, when he said, I'm manifesting as Shukracharya, that whole form of him, his whole body, his aura was just overflowing with the love you could see in his presence. That's so much compassion and love for the humanity. Even our parents don't ask us this. What do you want? Don't be afraid. Ask anything, I will give you. Our parents don't ask. Even our loved ones in life, we call boyfriend, girlfriend, spouses, life partner, whatnot, even the best friends. Nobody asks us, what do you want? I'll give you. That too unconditionally? No, does not happen in human plane. So that experience of him in that divinity, in that grandeur of him when he's standing there and just looking at the presence, his body language, that itself gives you the deep joy and satisfaction that just you being present here in my life and asking me this itself is more than enough. Then actually, getting small desires from you, because So many people in the world don't even have this. The fortune we have, that he has happened in our life, is standing right in front of me and asking, ask me whatever you want and I'll give you. Don't be shy. That itself was too much to even handle in this human body. From that experience onwards, after the end of the 10 days program that I did, um, I was actually very excited and waiting to see how it manifests in day-to-day life from now on. And my one biggest obstacle so far was dealing with financial matters, money matters, understanding the numbers, because it always made me extremely nervous. Even when I was a student, math used to make me very nervous. I was very good, A plus student in other subjects, but math would make me very nervous. And in my high school, college time, I had failed to a large extent in math related subjects. From that, the deep incompletion had taken place in me. And despite numerous completions, it was still affecting my inner space, affecting the manifestation of money and wealth and its different dimensions in my life so far. So after this Shukracharya blessing, that particular aspect in me experienced a big breakthrough. As a matter of fact, I'm going through a very big litigation of my life where extreme amount of money and the family funds are at stake. And for last few years since this is going on, I've been having so much difficulty. At times I have cried, nervous breakdown experience, sleeplessness, extreme body fatigue, and pains that I cannot even explain. All sorts of physical, mental, emotional problems related to this, because whenever I look at any bank statement or little money, so much fear, insecurity, confusion, like just the brain fog. I see the numbers, I see the bank statement, but I cannot understand it, I cannot analyze it, and the fear and insecurity will just grip me. So much irritation, anger, all these things I experienced. And I kept working, but there were something so deep rooted things that needed this dimension of Swamiji and his love and blessings. After this, one day I stood in front of him and I said, I really don't understand how to handle this part. And if I don't put my head in this, I might lose a lot in the legal matter. And I cannot afford to do that. So somehow, either you take this anxiety and irritation away from me, this fear away from me, and tell me that, okay, if I don't do much into all this work in detail, it will be fine, you will take care of everything, or remove this irritation, anxiety, and just make me do the work without any irritation and physical fatigue and all that. From next day, all this disappeared. I'm on computer sitting 7-8 hours whole day for last more than 2-3 weeks, and just working on every line item, finances, so many legal documents, and so much work related to the whole matter. How I'm doing, I really cannot understand logically, because when I look back 3 weeks ago, who I was, how I was operating, how my mind was perceiving things, the reactions of it in the body and mind level, even the breath level, that I would lose my breath, I would be restless, and all that just change. From that one prayer, just change. So now when I'm working on this thing, the mind is not so active. The TPS has gone down drastically, because that was the one thing that was just exhausting me mentally. The agony was just exhausting me. So even before putting any effort, I would feel that, oh my God, I have walked 100 miles and I am still nowhere. I just don't understand this. God, what will happen? And there is no help. And there are a lot of things that we have to put ourselves in head first. Otherwise, it won't happen. I mean, everything in our life, but there are certain things that no one else can replace us, only we have to do it. And this was particularly that. Now this particular thing involves a lot of responsibility part, that I had resistance because of my fear, my inabilities, lack of confidence, self-doubt and whatnot. Along with this, all these mental things just stopped. He started manifesting through me physically, just making me sit on the chair, on computer, go through everything. And at times, there are things that seem very challenging, may not manifest as I want, and all that, and the insecurity and risk involved in that. So it just happened yesterday, and during one conversation, it was that there is a large amount which will be at stake. We don't know if that will be a successful outcome as we are aiming at. Just 2-3 minutes, I had that little fear and insecurity. The intensity of it was also very less compared to other times I experienced earlier. And then it was like, okay, what Bhagwan does, he keeps doing. He puts all his efforts and then leaves everything to the cosmos, right? He does not put conditions on the results. So what I can do, I'll put all my efforts and rest, I will just leave it to him, cosmos. I'm doing my part, rest you take care. Within minutes, an ability to let go of my fear and insecurity also happened. All this thing when I could do, when I'm saying it happened, it is him who is sitting in this body as pure consciousness and making this happen. Physically, mentally, emotionally, consciously. And a very powerful breakthrough I just experienced is that when I saw all these things happening as insecurity and fears, and oh my God, there is so much to do in this time limit. I don't know how I'm going to make this, all that. I was actually on my yoga mat doing pranayam. And before I made my intention starting the pranayam and yoga, I had huge revelation that it is me who is experiencing all this fear, insecurity and all that. So all these things are like sticky mud. It is trying to stick on my body. And in that moment, I lose the focus, the clarity. So I let all that overpower myself. He has been talking about superconscious experiences and making a superconscious being from so many years on. And he has given numerous experiences. So with those experiences, who is in me that is still experiencing the lower identities and powerlessness? That's where I saw a gap, being my experience of superconscious being and the experience of this lower identity. And I could see, oh, to me, that is my free will that is choosing unknowingly to be on this lower identity for whatever vested reasons that I have. So it is me who is allowing all this mud, the incompletions to stick on me, and then cry and go to Swamiji and pray to him to liberate me from this and manifest things as I want. He has already given superconscious breakthroughs as well. Why I'm not choosing to stick to that higher identity and manifest and operate from that level, that space? So this is my free will here. I don't want this free will anymore because it is just keeping me in this oscillation. That was a big breakthrough, that when I'm asking him to take care and all that, but again, it is my free will, so he will not interfere in that. That was the biggest breakthrough. And immediately I just dropped it at his feet and I said, I don't want this free will anymore because I don't have the understanding when it takes over, when it prevents me from experiencing what I really want to. So this was a more powerful, much deeper breakthrough of Guru Shukracharya dimension in my heart. And when I experienced this, the amount of liberation my every part in the body, the joints, even the breath experienced, I cannot explain in the words. It's extremely intimate and personal feeling, and I really want everyone should experience this, and everyone can experience this. when he is happening in the physical plane on the planet Earth, let us take the most benefit from him. Become the superconscious being, join hands in his mission, and make sure that he is proud of us, that whatever he came down, he has been teaching and speaking and giving non-stop from day on, from early on. Let us put our efforts to make that happen and stand all tall in front of him. And yes, Bhagwan, you made it happen in me. And I'm so proud of myself, and I want you to be proud of me that it could happen. When I'm saying this, I feel I'm even beyond fortune that he chose me. He picked me up, literally, and he didn't let me go. He held me tight throughout ups and downs. Yes, there are challenges, because as long as we are in the body, there will be challenges in front of us. But in those challenges, keeping him in our heart all the time, reminding ourselves who he is and how he is helping us and all that. And when I'm saying this, I'm also going through ups and downs. So I'm also working on to make this remembrance as alive, perpetual remembrance in me. And I wish you all from my heart, everyone should take at least few days of Paramashivoham 3. Try to break your barriers, try to break your limitations, and just go have some experience with him. It is beyond anything that we can receive in life. Thank you. Nityananda.